Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Welkin Liner welcomes you. And, hey, we're finally here. Etrian Odyssey IV, Legends of the Titan Virtual Remix, Part 2. When we last left off from Part 1, we fought against the Berserker King, the main boss of the first maze, the Lush Woodlands. We discovered the stone tablets right after, and the Count tells us to use it on the ravine that also has a monument. But before we do that, we're gonna pick up some FOE battles right here. I also noticed that that opening like this just kind of screams a little bit sudden, so I should get it just about right for the next part. But yeah, we're after this little rabbit bunny right here. Also, do tell me if, like, the microphone is actually more... Do tell me if the game audio is still louder than me, because that's the issue that I had last stream. It should be an issue now, but we'll find out, I guess. anyways, for the circle right here. So he hits heavy. Dead Uppercut has a chance to blind, but it also deals high damage. He also has the ability to paralyze people. That's a no-no. So, to avoid his attacks, we're just gonna have to blind him back. Like this. Alright. So far so good. Almost there. And we're done. Nice work, everyone. Okay, now we get to the monuments. You fly up to the ravine leading to the northern skies. The clouds have not thinned one whit. South of the ravine is a stone monument. An almost identical one is beside the forest to the south. Monument space has a depression that looks like something could fit inside. Perhaps your stone tablet. Put the stone tablet into it. Suddenly, the monument gives off a bright light. You shield your eyes as a strong wind blows from the north. When you look again, the thick clouds suffusing the ravine have completely disappeared. The gust of wind from the north blasted away the clouds swirling in the ravine. You feel a sense of accomplishment at overcoming your first ordeal. You're one step closer to Yggdrasil. Awesome! Now to access the second land, Scarlet Pillars. A height beyond even the birds. Past the deep ravine are giant spires formed of a distinct reddish rock. The air is moist compared to the Tharsis region. The abundant green vegetation stands out amidst the red. Your steady journey towards Yggdrasil has reached its next stage. Past this point is virgin territory. Resolve to stay on your guard as you explore this new land. Alright, let's get to it, shall we? As you fly to vast skies, breathing in the clean air, you spy a vicious monster with sharp fangs ahead. Oh. You watch it cautiously as the monster suddenly attacks a giant sheet nearby and begins to devour it. This cruel display of nature leads you to quickly set away on your skyship to avoid becoming its next victim. Ooh. Let's not be its next meal. As you soar through the vast night sky, you notice faint light atop your skyship. When you look down, you see a tree encased in phantasmal white light. Oh, well, looks like an interesting light. Let's write it down. What an odd sight. You stay for a while captivated by its beauty before resuming your adventure. Oh, this one has a red light. And this one has a golden light. That's a forest of lights, alright. Oh. As you fly your skyship through a small valley, you discover a natural labyrinth overgrown with tall trees. The trees obstruct your view inside, but by the looks of it, it is easily as large as the lush woodlands. However, the labyrinth is situated above a cliff. The albior will be unable to land there as it is. If you can increase your skyship's altitude, then that would be one thing, but enhancing a skyship is beyond your abilities. You wonder if there is anyone you could consult. If not, you'll have to explore where you can, until you find a clue to let you advance. You discover a small forest sandwiched by cliffs. It is dark and eerie. The total lack of birdsong or beast calls give the forest a distinctly foreboding air. You feel slightly ill merely drawing near to the place. It does not give you confidence about what lies inside. Miasma Forest. Explore the dungeon? Let's go. Unseen malice stalks from behind. Miasma. No sooner is the door open than an overpowering stench causes you to gag. Is that sulfur you smell? Whatever it is, a powerful erotic smell fills the entire hall. As suspicious as that smell seems, you proceed with your search. Ooh, what a suspicious smell. What will happen now? Just as you are becoming accustomed to the foul stench, Yasuna abruptly doubles over and vomits. The others rush to Yasuna's side, but by then everyone has noticed the ill effects taking hold. You feel severe lightheadedness and nausea wash over you. The world sways as if an earthquake has struck. The entire party loses consciousness and slips to the ground. Oh. You hear a voice from somewhere. It sounds like someone muttering to themselves. That should be all of them. Unbelievable. This many here? Did they arrive on that flying monstrosity? You open your eyes and squint against the sudden glare to find a woman standing before you. When your vision regains focus, you choke back a cry of surprise. She looks scarcely human. Her thick, thin arms and legs, and her sallow skin mark her as obviously different from your party. The woman speaks to you with an anxious edge to her voice. I am Wufan, leader of the Vessel Arcanists. What business do you have in this miasma forest, humans? This is cursed ground. If you do not heed your steps, you will succumb to the miasma from the Night Shard. The Night Shard? You humans are our creators. It is out of respect for your guidance that I took it upon myself to save you. But the ties between us were severed at the battle for the Holy Tree, and we have no wish to restore them. Understand that you are not welcome. Our preference would be for you to do nothing here and leave at once. The woman delivers this speech while you are still too weak to respond, and then disappears somewhere. The hall is most likely filled with some kind of miasma. She must have saved you when you collapsed. Though she seemed displeased at the idea of you remaining here, you can continue your search if you wish. Though there is the miasma to think about, a held breath could get your party through about 10 steps. And so we come across the gimmick of this place. We have to get through the miasma before we pass 10 steps. If we reach 10 steps, we'll go back to the door that we came through. It's a pretty annoying gimmick to this cave, but we make it work. Feel familiar lightheadedness setting in. You fear that you've been inside a miasma for too long. To remain in this hall any longer is to put your life at risk. You quickly retrace your steps and leave. Upon passing through the gas-soaked hall, you find a flower with trumpet-shaped petals growing in a crevice. Oh, a flower. The red petals, like a fiercely burning sun, make quite an impression on you. You stare in awe of the flower's beauty for some time before tearing yourself away from the place. A trumpet flower. Must be important. So we can mine here. A night shard, there we are. The black ore you have mined is giving off a sulfurous reek. If this is like the iridescentor, it may help to improve the buoyancy of your skyship. You should take this to the wharf in Yggdrasil and consult Kiran. We're not fighting him, no, not yet. And a treasure chest. What we get? Zoologics. Another burst skill. Alright, so here we are in the world map. Remember the two guild members? Well, members from other guilds who we can give items to. Sometimes they'll be under attack from monsters, and when you see that their skyship is down, you can go ahead and help them fend off the monsters. Doing so yields pretty good accessories, actually. Unfortunately, Gironen is not exactly optimal, since he focuses on volt attacks, but all the enemies here resist volts. So this will take a while. Yeah, not exactly that many good items here. I think I spent it all trying to exploring the Miasma Forest and completely didn't heal myself. Oh well. It's fine, nothing is lost. The music here, I'll never get used to it. Oh yeah, thank goodness for burst skills too. Because we can take them out like that. That's that. Nice. When the battle is over, you each confirm that the other is safe. I'm grateful for your aid, Guild Welkin. Your aiding a few hurts? You seem different from the other explorers I have heard about. You're more courageous than most. It is hardly enough to repay your kindness, but I would like you to accept this harvest charm. So they give you good accessories, and they also give you good equipment for your airship. It's actually very important that you do help them when they're in trouble, or if they need specific food. Ah, the Welkin Guild. How's the Albior? If she's getting banged up for nothing, I'll have your hide. The one calling to you so soon after your arrival in town is the Wharf Master. Upon seeing his face, you remember the natural labyrinth you saw atop the cliff. A labyrinth on a cliff, eh? This is just between us, but the Albior is supposed to be able to fly higher. Do you remember the Yggdrasil Centaur? If we had something that made lighter gases than that, we could do it. If you happen to find anything like that, bring it by the cargo wharf, and I bet I can pick something up for you. He showed a night shard to the Wharf Master, who grows excited when he sees the ores gleam. Ah, that's the stuff! This is just what I was hoping for. I want to do a few tests on it. Bring it to the cargo wharf at once, and don't go selling it or anything. With that, he rushes off to the cargo wharf. So yeah, if you do have it, just bring it to him right away. There you are, Welkin. I've been waiting for you. Now show me that rock you found. The Wharf Master takes the night shard from you. I knew it! This rock creates a gas that's lighter than air. Seems more effective than the Yggdrasil Centaur. Here, give me a minute. The Wharf Master begins his work on installing the night shard into your skyship. You look bored, he says as he works. As long as you're sitting around, why not have a bit of story time? People will tell you that the old Wharf Master invented these skyships we use. But don't you listen to him. A tad over 10 years ago, on stormy nights, something big crashed down from the sky. It was a flying machine. It took us over 5 years to repair the thing. We never had done it if not for the discovery of the Yggdrasil Centaur. I remember when Whirlwind suggested we try using it as fuel. It wasn't long between that and us taking the first skyship up for a ride. Around about then, the Outland Count started rounding up explorers. His interest in Yggdrasil is keen enough. I bet you his real dream is to meet his skyship builders. I don't know who flew it here, but the thing's damned impressive. It was capable of much more than we can get through. And done. The Albior will fly higher now. Go and give it a try. The crashed skyship came from the northern sky. Maybe someday you'll find out what it really was. Your skyship can now reach a higher altitude. Hey there, it's the Welkin crew. Looks like the northern barrier is gone. You got some enough items and whatnot? The best weapons and armor for everyone in the party? You never know what's out there in the new land, so make sure you're ready for anything. I heard you solved the mystery of the northern barrier. How does it feel to be the first? Seems like it was just the other day that you established your guild. That's one thing about the labyrinths. They'll surprise you every time. I'm interested to see what you do next. Alright, and we also got more quests. Poison Blossom? Shroom at the end. That request is from Dala at the inn, whom you know. She wants this basket filled with mushrooms from the Scarlet Plains. I believe 3 would suffice. Dala's new dishes make even the Outland Count's mouth water. A lot rests on the completion of this task. Kismet be with you, and I shall await your swift return with the basket full of mushrooms. Obtain my basket. A storied book. Somewhere in the city is renowned out of Prince plant reference. Can someone find it and bring it to me? A plant reference. This one's from a traveling sorcerer. It seems he wants you to find him a plant reference. That volume seems to be out of print, but apparently there are a few copies floating around this town. If that's so, you might check with Wynn at the Baronet's leader. They seem to stock all sorts of things. Kismet be with you, and I shall await your swift return. Poison Blossom. I've heard a rare flower in the miasma forest that changes shape as time passes. Would someone get one for me? This request is from a young lady who lives in the mansion at the city limits. She has a taste for rare things. She wants a somewhat unusual flower. Its blossom differs whether it is day or night. Either will do for her. It grew in this area longer ago, but no more, though I hear the flowers now bloom in the miasma forest. For the day flower you will receive a power book, and the night flower will earn you an intelligence book. It is up to you which flower to bring to her, and thus which reward to claim. I shall wait your swift return. Now that I have explained the quest, it occurs to me to wonder what kind of flower might bloom at dawn. Oh, that plant reference? You took a request at the bar for it? Yeah, we got one. Just came in the other day. But being as it's out of print at all, it'll set you back. That'll be 1,000 yen. You still want it? Hey, you know, the soldier was bragging about how he got one of them books off a real red bear in B3F of the Woodlands. Maybe you should ask Ben more about it. Of course, if you don't want to go to the trouble, you can still buy ours. Nah. Finding your own stuff is more like how explorers do it anyway. That's how you're supposed to solve a quest. The soldier's out on a mission about the red bear den in B3F of the Woodlands. Good luck, Welkin crew. So yeah, why don't we take care of it? In search of the plant reference, you see a soldier out of breath and wary of his surroundings. Could this be the soldier you heard of at the Baron of Clear who found the plant reference? I got attacked by the monster. It was a close call. I only escaped because I threw away my pack to distract it. You ask about the plant reference, so you suspect you know where this story is headed. Oh, the book? It might have been in the pack. I wanted it, but I'd rather have my life than that. If you want the book, you'll have to get it back from the monster. Go south and you'll find water that flows from some rocks. Lots of people use it. The monster should be there. Whatever you pick up in the labyrinth belongs to you. I don't want to risk it, so if you find it, it's yours. Having said that, the soldier clasps you on the shoulder before walking off. If you trust the soldier, you can try to win back the book, though buying it is now sounding more appealing. Nah, why don't we take care of it? You see a monster at rest at the end of the path. The sight immediately sets the party on edge. As you squint, you see a torn pack hanging from the monster's deadly claws. If you wish to take back the book, you have no alternative but to challenge the monster. Let's do it. So the reason why I'm playing Kirby music here. The reason why I'm playing Kirby music here is because if I chose to play the music normally, it's just gonna play the end of Raging Winds, which is usually reserved for more decisive bosses. But this right here is not a decisive boss. This is just a low-level enemy at this point. Overall, we have nothing to worry about. We got this. See? Told you so. After defeating the monster, you at last claim the pack stuck on its claws. You rummage around inside and find a luxuriously bound plant reference, exactly what the clients wanted. Nice. But that's not all the pack contains. You also find a number of medicines and a large knife for exploration. What a stroke of luck! You are able to claim them as your own without any further efforts on your part. Nice! The request is now complete. You quickly leave the area, eager to report back. But yeah, the end of Raging Winds plays here. It played the first time we encountered the red blood bear. But it plays here as well, and it doesn't really sound all that epic especially considering that we just finished it off pretty easily this time. Oh wait, you got it already? Heh, I knew it. Way to keep on top of things. A storied book. Nice! Welcome back. Were you able to get the plant reference? Oh, you went in front of a monster? It sounds like you went through much for this one volume, but such is the nature of requests. It is not simple errand running like sending a boy to the store. Money cannot buy the experience you had. By taking note well the feeling I referred to, I'll have more work for you in the future, I believe. Awesome. Small flowers needed. Lately I can't keep enough small flowers in stock to make the nectar. Someone please take me to the dense bushland. This is the request you'll be taking? It is from Wynn at the Atelier. She wants you to help her gather some small flowers from the labyrinths called the dense bushland. Be warned, she is quite beloved amongst the people of Sarsis. I do not suggest letting her come too hard. If for no other reason than that, you will never hear the end of it from most ardent admirers. Your first stop must be to pick her up at the Baron next layer. I shall wait your swift return. Well, why don't we take care of that later? Your skyship, the Albior, can now fly at higher altitudes. By doing so, you will be able to soar over cliffs you could only gaze upon this far. You check the directions and how to adjust your altitude. Alright, so now we can ascend. You find a sizable mushroom. You may put it in the basket if you wish, as part of the request. Take the oyster shroom. Let's keep it to ourselves for now. So shroom at the end. It requires whatever mushrooms you can find, but for the best rewards, you need to put in 2 gold stink horns. And the third mushroom can be whatever you want. You reach for the northern ends of the Scarlet Pillars. The first thing you recall as you do so is a ravine to the north of the Windy Plains. It bears a close resemblance to this terrain. This ravine, too, is choked with thick clouds that suggest the path further to the north. You cannot see anything beyond them. But there is a stone monument to the south of the ravine, and just as you expect, it is engraved with the crest. South of the stone monument is a dense forest. It forms a sort of natural labyrinth. Just beside the forest is another stone monument, engraved with a very similar crest. It is much like the situation in the Windy Plains. The key to the way forward may lie in this labyrinth. So we just need to explore another maze. Uh-oh. As you pilot your skyship, suddenly, you sense that you are utterly alone in the sky. You grow tense. While you are still perplexed by the abnormal circumstances, a sudden peal of thunder echoes across the sky. A golden dragon clad in lightning manifests along with the thunder. Oh. Hello there. Your meager guild cannot even scratch this golden terror. You must take every caution to stay clear. Alright, so we are introduced to the dragons in this game. And you're also going to bear witness to the most awful decision in this game. You sit alarmingly close to the dragon, but the transcendent being only glances at you with disinterest. You must escape at once before the dragon changes its mind. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. You gasp as you realize that you have carelessly entered the dragon's range of attack. Ow. The dragon seizes its chance and smashes you along with your skyship. You are somehow alive at the cost of your food and a good deal of health. Never ask me to pilot a plane. Never. When you emerge into a small clearing in the forest, you notice something in the corner. It may be the flower that you were charged with finding. Could this be it? Ah, but we need to wait for it. Well, we can pick it up during the day or during the night. You study the rocks in the corner of the clearing and see a beautiful flower with bulge-shaped petals. Its color is white as the moon. There is no doubt that this large flower is the one the client desires. You may pick it now to complete a request, or wait and pick it after some time has passed. Let's wait for a bit. If the bartender spoke true, then the flower takes different forms during the day and night. You decide to leave the flower be. Oh, but let's see what we can do right here, yeah? I should also, may as well say this, poison is effectively a game breaker in here. Inflict poison on enough enemies and you can deal a lot of damage in one turn. Oh, the gradation of color on the petals, white to red, is as beautiful as the peach-colored light of the dawn sky. Oh, this flower is a rare sight, one you were only able to see because you came at the threshold of morning and night. You have no doubt that the clients will be satisfied if you return with this flower. You may pick it now to complete the request. Twilight Glory. The request is complete. All that now remains is to deliver the flower when you are next in Tarsus. Oh, another guild member is in trouble. You make ready for battle. And this time, we're healed. So yeah, you'll see right here just how effective poison can be. Watch this. That is over 270 in total. Granted, it's to 3 enemies, but spread out to 3 enemies, but that is a lot. Especially since most of the party members here can only barely reach 100. Alright, not bad. So we saved Wiglaf. What do we get? Are you okay? Anybody hurt? Phew, thanks, Welkin. I let my guard down, and of course that's when the monsters come. Monsters came. She says with a hanging look. Anyway, I really owe you. Do you have a golden horn? Here, take an extra one of mine. Okay. Another equipment for the skyship. Aw, sweet, the Welkin crew. Thanks for taking my request. So how's about a trip to the dense bushland? A lot of small flowers to find there. I could just have them delivered, but we need so many, and the boss said I ought to get out of the shop more. I'm behind the counter so much, it'll be a real nice change of pace to go your witches to the labyrinths. So yeah, let's take her. We're heading out already? Sure, I'm ready. Hey, boss, I'm leaving the shop. Yeah, right now. So let's take care of it. Now, but first, let's heal. Yeah? Wow, will you look at that? Is this your skyship? That's what you're flying around in, huh? Well, let's go already. This bushland is on the west side of the windy plains up on top of a cliff. So in other words, it's on the second level of the area. As you journey through the sky, you happen to notice a disquieting turbulence in the air. As soon as you lean out of the skyship to investigate, a blood-curdling roar echoes throughout the area. Another dragon! You fail to see the strongest of all monsters with gigantic horns dwarfs your skyship. Scarlet Dragon. Your meager bill is no match for its power. You must take every caution to stay well clear. Ah ha 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 ha. Let's just head in here, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go. You discover a small forest atop a remarkably tall cliff. There are many densely packed thickets inside. From a high vantage point, you see a dangerous creature unlike the usual wildlife. You stop and stare at it. It's a red bear. Could it be related to a blood bear from the lush woodlands? The bear vanishes into the thicket. If you visit a cave or a maze, or go to another area, or return home, the dragon will disappear. The young girl's puppy-like giddiness and astonishment at everything she sees is contagious. Wow, so this is a labyrinth. It comes to places like this all the time, I bet. Alright, now remember, we're here to find small flowers. It's an adventure. Come on, let's go. It's an adventure. But what was that about a bear? Well, we'll just have to find out. Oh, hey, there it is. And more wood to break. Ah, the return of this gimmick. It's a bear. It's looking right at us. What do we do, Welkin? The young girl you're escorting is no trained warrior. It may be best to avoid battles with the bear for now. Well, let's see what happens. The beast roars and charges at the wall. And the branches break apart. Nice. With the young girl in tow, you reach a modest flower bed where small flowers bloom. Wow, look at all of them small flowers. Hey, can we pick them all? Phew, that ought to be enough. Wow, look how many I picked. Let's hit one more field. Come on, Welkin crew. Time's a wasted. The young girl puts away the flowers and then shoves your party along. As you trudge along to the second field, you wonder how you came to be in this situation. With the young girl in tow, you reach a modest flower bed where small flowers bloom. Look how many are growing here. Why don't you pick some too? Ooh, this is perfect. Them rumors were true about this labyrinth being a good place for small flowers. So what do you say? Got it in here to hit up one more field? We get just a little more and the boss will flip. Before you can give a yeah or nay, the young girl is already walking toward the next area. It seems you'll be joining her in picking flowers at a third field. I win. With the young girl in tow, reach a modest flower bed. Picking flowers with a bear chasing after us. There's way more of them here. Man, wonder if I can carry them all back. Wow, I can't even carry all this anymore. The boss is definitely gonna be happy. As you watch the young girl frolic amongst the flowers, you're alarmed to spot monsters approaching her. Yo, Welkin crew, are you seeing this? What's that? But Hisako dashes in and grabs her before a monster claws descends, barely evading the attack. Oh! Nice, Hisako. You seize the narrow window of opportunity to grab your weapons and take on the monsters. Alright. So it's a normal encounter, but you still have the bear chasing after you, which will prove problematic in the long run if you don't finish this up right away. So let's try to beat him. Nice. After you lower your weapons upon a battle's completion, the young girl slowly comes out of hiding. Is it over? Is it safe to come over there now? You laugh at the question and give the all clear signal. The young girl runs towards you. The sobbing girl sinks to the floor. I thought I was gonna die, she hiccups. But thanks to the Welkin crew, I picked lots of small flowers. I owe you big for that. Oh, come on, let's get back to Tarsus. Her cheerful demeanor recovered, the young girl springs back up and rejoins your party. You have successfully granted the girl's desire. All that remains is to escort her back to Tarsus. Alright. After exploring the Death's Bushland, you take the young girl back to her offices in Tarsus. Well, here I am, safe and sound. I'm Bush. That labyrinth was pretty scary, but thanks to you guys, I got lots of small flowers. I kinda get an idea of what it must be like for you. The boss was right, it was a good learning experience. Thanks for taking me out there. Let's do it again sometime. Oh yeah, I gotta say, you'll look pretty cool when you're fighting those monsters, but bye. With that, this girl hefts her bushels of small flowers and disappears into the crowded city. That completes your task. All you need to do now is report. Upon returning to the inn after a venture out, you find a guildmaster munching on a large piece of meat. Strange running into you here. Why not try some of that one? No one cooks finer water buffalo than Dala. That reminds me, I heard tell that you found quite a few caves scattered across the Windy Plains. It's hardly an exaggeration to call that land the Welkin Guild's backyard. When one chases a single objective, it can be easy to lose sight of what's important. Follow your curiosity. That's the way of a real explorer. Just keep doing what you're doing, and things will work out. Alright, let's report some quests. Alright. Welcome back. I see that you granted a young lady's request safely. I again thank you for your hard work. I envy her, getting to venture into the labyrinth with an explorer escort. Perhaps I should request one sometime. For a labyrinth where small flowers are in full bloom is most unusual. With how often you find yourself hurt, more nectars are always welcome, yes? You may wish to remember that spot. At any rate, here's your reward. There's something special for the young lady. I too thank you. Rich Heir's Gift. Nice! And the other request. Welcome back. Were you able to find a young lady's desired flower? My, what an unusual flower. That red and white pattern is quite striking. This bloom just at dawn, you say? It's so beautiful that it may be difficult to part with when I deliver it. That was a joke. I will, as ever, take full responsibility for my end, but I am not sure how to reward you now. The day reward or the night reward? Well, this flower has elements of each, so both rewards may be appropriate. I am sure the client will agree when she sees what a lovely flower you have fetched her. Go ahead, take them. Obtain Power Book and Intelligence Book. Stat racing books are helpful. But they can also be kind of hard to keep up. Forest Labyrinth you could look upon, but now not to reach, is now within your grasp. It is known as the Misty Ravine. The Albior can reach higher altitudes now thanks to the Warp Master. Entering should be trivial. This labyrinth too has a mysterious monument besides the entrance. You may find clues on advancing inside. Alright, let's work for it. Forgotten Song of Yearning. As you disembark from the skyship, you step into a new maze. This one is a misty forest, whose tall trees grow in clusters. You begin walking through the mystery labyrinth, appreciating its tranquil atmosphere. Alright, the second maze. And a geomagnetic pole right here. Well, we'll ignore it for now. True to its name, this ravine is misty. Well, you can't see it in the dark right now. But yes. This maze, the Misty Ravine, has a sort of gimmick. We'll walk into it when we get to it. But for now, let's try exploring the area. Let's hope this works out well, right? Yeah, I should mention about this monster right here, the Petaloid. I forgot. I don't remember if it inflicted poison or if it inflicted something else. I think it's poison. Or was it paralysis? But basically, if it is attacked once, oh, it inflicts sleep. There we go. If it is attacked once, the sleeper will turn from a one hit to an all-party hit. So your best bet is to like finish it in one go or find its head. Nice. Alright, we should be coming up to this place gimmick pretty soon. Okay, oh yeah. This is the one that puts poison, I remember. I also hate this monkey. You'll figure out why. Also pretty huge HP tank. Maybe it's because I didn't have the right equipment at the time. Oh well. Okay, so up ahead is an FOE. Right now I'm just stepping back a little. You'll learn why I had to do that. Oh, and we've encountered the bomb then. Right. The fire bulb will explode after enlarging itself. Luckily there are ways to prevent that. But if you do hit it with a fire attack, it'll enlarge itself right away. I think to prevent it from exploding, you need to hit it with a head bind. Bind its head, maybe. I think it also enlarges it by itself if a party member is dead. Or maybe that was another enemy. I don't remember. So that's a Moss. That is an FOE that is actually really blind. Now, if you enter battle as a random encounter, and if a turn passes during the battle, the moth will home in on you, and it will actually try to attack you by getting close to you. So if a battle takes too long, then you'll have to fight it midway. As you walk through the dense forest, you stop momentarily. Is that singing you hear from the south? At first, it seems to be a trick of the wind, but you listen closer and know that you are not hearing things. Could it be another party of explorers up ahead? What awaits you there? Ooh. You reach up an open clearing without any trees. A woman is here with her back to you. You cannot see her face. Small firefly-like lights float silently around her. It is she who sings the song that drew you here. The tune she hums, oblivious to your presence, is wordless. You are unsure of what to do now that you have found her, though addressing her is always an option. Talk to her? Nah. You decide to leave her be and simply enjoy her song. It is quiet and exquisite, with a hint of loneliness. Eventually it ends. The lights that have been floating around here seem to have dissipated. She gives a small sig, stands, and happens to look your way. Huh? The woman, or perhaps the girl would be more appropriate, stares at you with widened eyes. Her mouth opens and closes, but she seems unable to find the right words to express her shock. In an attempt to break the ice, you address her, but it seems to frighten her, and she takes a step back. Suddenly, as if reacting to her movement, something darts out from the nearby brush. Its unearthly form looks like a shadow in the shape of a woman. Seeing it, the girl gasps. What's a hollow doing here? Back! Stay back! But the shadow ignores the girl and draws ever closer. You'll seize your weapons to confront the enemy. Uh-oh. Hollows, huh? Totally nothing to do with bleach. Definitely nothing to do with bleach. So for the hollows in this game, they actually dodge pretty well against close range attacks, so unless if they are leg bound, or if they are paralyzed or sleeping, then close range, or if you use a burst attack, then close range physical attacks will be very ineffective here. Nice. After managing to slay the unfamiliar enemy, you turn toward a young girl. She had been struck dumb during the battle, but now that it is over, she hastily bows to you. I thank you for saving me. I hope that none of you were hurt. You tell the girl you are no worse for wear as she smiles with relief. I am glad to hear it. Well done. Not to be rude, but are you humans as well? The girl asks with restrained curiosity. I regret cringing to see you, but Yggdrasil spoke truly. I was told that if I waited here, humans would come. She seems too excited to realize the import of her own words. She made reference to Yggdrasil speaking. What could this mean? I am known as the medium in town, and what are you called? Your party introduces themselves to the girl, each in turn. The girl's wariness has subsided, and her eyes are bright as she questions you. She seems to be opening up. But the conversation comes to a crashing halt as a woman rushes in from the south, staff in hand. You! Get away from the medium! You recognize the woman. She is the one who called herself Wufan, who saved you in the miasma forest. It appears my faith in humanity that led me to save you was a mistake. To think that you would come here. And you dare adjust the medium. This is a disgrace. I shall banish you from this place myself. She seems ready and eager to attack, but the girl quickly steps in between you and the angry woman. Wufan, wait! These people. Guild Welkin saved me from the hollows. And look, they're just like me. They're human too. How splendid. I want to talk to them some more. Can't I? Please? Wufan knits her brow and tries to dissuade the girl, but eventually sits as her stubbornness. If you must, but please continue your conversation inside the town walls. There is no precedent for hollows appearing in such a shallow stratum, but we must be vigilant. You assume that the shadowy creatures you fought a moment ago were these hollows. Wufan turns toward you. I trust you overheard. We will wait for you in Yggdrasil town, which stands just down this path. What the medium wants, she gets. I will prepare a reward for you. The path is winding, so don't go astray. Wufan surely takes the medium's hand and turns her back to you as she begins walking away. Ow, hey, what's gotten into you? I'm sorry everyone, Wufan isn't usually like this. I have to go with her. We will be at Yggdrasil town, so please be sure to visit. I will be waiting. With that, Wufan drags the girl away. Is there a deed to town this deep in the labyrinth? If so, it could be a very important discovery. Let's find it. Alright. So now, we come across the gimmick of this place. We teleport. Now, the means of teleportation is pretty much through the mist. So, if you ever come in here, be sure to not get lost. You sense a presence nearby and stop for a moment. You look about you to see a firefly-like light floating to the east. The light capers and gambles, leaving trails of light behind it. Eventually, it disappears without sound. What was it? You decide to continue your search. Let's take the long path, shall we? Petaloids have appeared. You know what? Let's make a break for it. It's not worth it. Uh-oh. There we go. This is all a mistake. As the long path doesn't really have anything important. Besides, if you just go straight ahead, right here, then you'll just wind up on the other side. You sense a presence nearby and stop for a moment. Familiar firefly-like lights floating in mid-air to the north. It then disappears without sound. It looked as if it was showing you which path to take. You decide to resume your search. Nope, chomp. So in terms of TP management, you don't exactly have a good source of it until, I'd say, within the next land. During the third area, we're in the second area right now. During the third area, we will come across something that will help us with TP management, depending on some options. As you walk the calm forest path, the mist hanging in the air, you eventually come to a dead end. It may be a good spot to take a few minutes rest to enjoy the clean air and rich sense of the local flora. Take a deep breath. You decide to leave this place in order to take up your wanderings once more. I think this is a rest point. I should have explored it thoroughly, but now the game won't let me interact with it anymore. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright, let's make our way over here. And here it is. The worst thing that could happen in this game. You'll see in a bit. In retrospect, I should have used the burst, but I don't know. Things just didn't work out. I also could have used the full retreat option, but that didn't happen. Hey, my first game over. Well. Alright, well, we'll get back to where we left off. Well, we managed to find the second Goldstein coin. Shroom at the end. Complete. I was beginning to wonder what kept you. Here, show me the basket. Oh, what a pleasant aroma. Wait here as I go deliver these to Dala. Incredible work! Dala said she had never seen those mushrooms before. She was pleasantly surprised. She said that she will definitely request your guild specifically to gather her ingredients hereafter. Dala's a kind woman, but when it comes to food, she is well known to be uncompromising. Oh yes, and she added a bonus to the reward about the storage expansion. Wonderful work, Welkin Guild. Nice! TP items. Welcome back, dearies, and thank you so much for taking care of my little grocery list. I promised you I'd set aside extra storage space for the Welkin Guild, and that's just what I've done. Nice! So yes, she will occasionally request for your help in finding ingredients, and each and every time you help out, she will increase your storage expansion, along with giving you a bonus if you manage to get her special, very rare ingredients. Bolt's hammer right here. We're just about done exploring the first maze. Did he even have a nectar at the time? Probably not. No, I guess not. Okay then. Let's just visit the town and go all the way back. Yeah. After opening the door, you are met with tall wooden structures. You would never have guessed when viewing the area from above that these were here. They must be well hidden. Could this be the vessel town that the medium spoke of? Humans? What business do you have in our town? The man standing by the gate raises his voice in alarm. You note that his arms and legs are abnormally thin. He must be a vessel himself. With astonishing speed, he reaches for the quiver on his back. Fortunately for all, a small figure rushes in to stop him. It is the girl you met in the forest. Hold! Do not hurt them. She intervenes between the vessel on guard and your party. Did Wufan not mention it? These are the ones who saved me in the forest. They are my guests. I am sorry. Did you run into any difficulties on your way? I am happy to see you. We have a meal prepared. The girl takes your hand and leads you further into town. The vessel soldier lowers his ready bow, but he seems unconvinced. You see scarcely anyone else on the open roads. Could they all be in hiding? The ones you do see from time to time are all vessels. There is not one other human in the whole town. The vessels glare at you coldly. Some speak to each other in hushed whispers. When you look uneasily at the medium, her eyes are downcast with shame. Yeah, cold reception, we get it. I think they're only surprised to see you. Come, sit. She smiles at you, but does not reach her eyes. The girl retrieves a bowl filled with fruit and seeds and offers it to you to eat. How'd you come here? What sorts of things did you do normally? And what kind of food do you prefer? The questions come one after another in a cheerful barrage. But you wonder if the ingenuine act is deliberate. You interrupted to ask if there are any other humans here. No, I am the only one. I have no mother or father. Until today, I thought I was unique. I heard that the rest of humanity disappeared long ago, but it seems there are things Wufan doesn't know. Are there others like us? How many humans would you say there are where you come from? You hesitate before answering. You want to give her the truth, but are not sure how she would react. Tell her truthfully? Sure. You tell the medium about Tarsus and the many other cities in the world far beyond it. She is shocked to hear of an entire world that she has never seen. Her eyes go soft as she loses herself in very. It is the first time you can even recall her youth showing through since you arrived in this town. That's amazing. You've come so far to get here. I wish I could see the places you've been. Her words are off the cuff and genuine, but a cold voice spoils her delight. Medium, you must not listen to what these humans tell you. The vessel called Wufan approaches. You are not certain how long she had been listening. Humans, I take it that you know nothing of what happened in these lands long ago. Since I doubt you will return empty-handed, I will tell of the legend, and then you will leave at once. The medium starts to protest, but Wufan pays her no heed and quietly tells the tale. Once, it seems, many humans lived at the foot of Yggdrasil, and created other races to take care of it. The vessels were among these. For a time there was peace, and all lived under the blessings of Yggdrasil, but then one day, a titan as tall as the heavens came and hid Yggdrasil. Its blessings were lost, along with many lives. The humans fled in terror of the titan, but the vessels worked together to slay the monster. And thus did Yggdrasil return to the world. The vessels worship it and live in its lands to this day. The medium is human, but she is not like the cowards who fled from the titan, sneers Wufan. She is the one true human with oracular powers. She alone can hear Yggdrasil's voice. Yggdrasil speaks to the medium to this day to direct we vessels. She is human, but nothing like you. I thank you for protecting her, but we cannot forgive your ancestors for turning their backs on the Titan. Here is your reward. As you are skilled in combat, you may find it useful, but never return here. With that, Wufan hands you an old book. Spell Flame Wall. Just then she draws near and whispers into your ear. Why did the medium choose you to open up to? You will not take her from here. She is happier with us. The burning hatred in her eyes is unmistakable. Well, Wufan is with you every step of the way out of town. Why would you treat him so horribly? I'm human too. They are no different than me. The medium's protest against your shabby treatment can be heard, even outside of town. Your investigation of the Misty Ravine has taken an unexpected turn. Regardless of the vessel's animosity, you cannot stay silent about what you have seen and heard today. Once you return to Tarsus, the Outland Count must know about this at once. Interesting. Well, let's make our way back. Please tell me we had a thread. Yes, we did. You return from exploring the Misty Ravine. Your discovery of the vessel town is too important to keep to yourself. What you know of Yggdrasil cannot be taken lightly. You will have to report your findings to the count. As you stand at the square and contemplate your next course of action, an explorer approaches you. Whirlwind. It's been a while, hasn't it? Both still standing, which is always good. You nod a greeting to him. I heard a rumor you found something amazing. What did you see out there? Tell him of what happened. The vessel is the medium in Yggdrasil, huh? So that's the way to hear the story of Yggdrasil. You are momentarily taken aback to see Whirlwind's usually cheerful face lose its warmth and turn to an icy stare. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get all serious on you there. Here, take this, with my compliments. He pushes a bottle of medicine into your hand. That reminds me, there's this cave I don't know if you've seen yet. It's called the Moth's Garden. I heard there's lots of rare plant monsters there, so I went to go look. And now I know why that is. Any weaker plant-eating animals that there get gobbled up by the dino gator that roams around. That dino gator didn't make it easy to get inside the place, but you should go for it. It's pretty interesting. I know you got things going on, but if you don't get yourself a little stronger, I think you'll regret it. Okay, see you. He gives you an even simpler farewell than usual and leaves the square. The nicest there all of a sudden. I see, but this is incredible. The Count can barely restrain his excitement at your reports. An entire unknown race, dwelling deep within an unknown labyrinth. Vessels, you call them. They are led by a young human girl. Most interesting. I'm intrigued by the accounts of history that this woman in Mufan gave, but it raises so many questions. I'd like to ask you personally to handle the mission since you are already involved. What say you? Deliver the letter to the medium. A new mission. Nice. The mission I have for you this time is extremely important. I'd like for you to deliver this letter to the medium, an important figure in the vessel community. I understand it's something between our races, but is our relationship truly irreparable, I wonder? That's what I'd like for you to feel out for me. Searching for Yggdrasil is important too, but this mission may be even more so. Good luck, Welkin Guild. Greeting letter. Okay, alright. What we got for requests? Mist Monster. I need someone to defeat a monster last seen on B1F of the Misty Ravine between 7 and 9 AM. A Mist Monster. You attempt to accept the request? It is from the Guildmaster himself. Have you heard of the rumor of the fog monster that appears on B1F of the Misty Ravine? The rumor has many people scared, and so the Guildmaster wants you to unmask this fog monster's true identity. It appears between 7 and 9 in the morning. You might learn more by asking the Guildmaster. Be careful, I have misgivings about this one. I await your swift return to collect the reward. Headwaters continued. Large river near Yggdrasil seems extended to the Scarlet Pillars. I need someone to discover where its source is. As you may have guessed, this is from the Outland Council. He is looking for a different body of water this time. You can learn more by talking to him at the Grand Court. Now then, I shall await your swift return. Moth eggs. Researching giant insects. Can someone go to the Moth's Garden and bring me a neck from a big moth? You're going to take that request? I posted it up high where I hope no one will see it. It comes from an entomologist who wants someone to bring him back a moth egg. It can be found at the Moth's Garden, naturally. Now, a word please. You needn't try so hard on this one. I shall await your swift return. Don't look up. Don't look at moth eggs, for your sake. The Misty Ravine Fog Monster? Not you too. I don't know what it is, but you can't get through by it. What, you're going to defeat it? Oh, it was you who accepted my request. Why didn't you say so? All I've heard is that this monster shows up from 7 to 9 in the morning at the eastern dead end. Now hurry up and get going. I'll be waiting for you to come back with that monster's head as a gift. You want details on my request to find the river's source? I'm glad to know you've accepted it. Do you remember when I sent you in search of the river's source here in the Windy Plains? I haven't forgotten. What's more, I hear a similar river flows through the Scarlet Pillars, the land you gave us access to. Judging by the maps I've seen, I've come to believe that river must be connected to ours in the Windy Plains. Find the true source of the river in the Scarlet Pillars, and once you've found it, report back here to me. Let's do it! As you proceed through the misty maze, you encounter a flustered soldier looking around. Oh? When he notices you, he rushes to your side like a drowning man clutching at a life preserver. Finally, another human! I'm saved! Do you happen to know where I can find the exit? This bizarre labyrinth has rendered my map useless. I'm at a complete loss. You can open up your map and point out to him the location of the exit. I think... yeah, you can point him to the geomagnetic pole. I don't know if you can also point him back to the labyrinth's actual exit, the entrance itself, but we go with the pole. Thank you! Now I can get back to Tarsus and prepare myself better. Yeah, you listened to your suggestion. I never did. I never did the first time. As you walk down the path covered in morning mist, you notice something strange at the far end. In the thick fog stands a large shadowy figure with 7 colored rings. The shadowy thing must be the fog monster you have heard rumors of, but you do not detect any threat from the shadow. It merely stands before you ominously. If you mean to fulfill your request, you must shake off your fear and approach the monster. After screwing up your courage and closing in on the shadow, you learn the astonishing truth. Oh? The shadow is no monster at all. It is a light-piercing fog, casting shadows like yourselves. After breathing a sigh of relief to know the truth, you begin to write down your accounts of the phenomenon. Oh. With the request complete, you laugh at how frightened you were. Only moments before, and just leave. So it was no monster. It was just our own shadows. Next, we're gonna check out this moth's garden. To do that, we need to lure the Dino Gator out by having it attack the nearby Dream Eater. You approach a forest on a cliff that seems to be protected. According to rumor, the wild animals in this region fear the Dino Gator and will not go out near the forest. How would a forest with practically no wildlife have developed? We are quite interested to find out. Battle cries draw willful attention. What we got here? While searching the habitat of giant moths, you find a patch of mushrooms near the edge of a hall. They're ordinary mushrooms, the like of which you have often seen in the markets of Tarsus. If your explorations have let you famish, you are free to take and eat the mushrooms. Though they were ordinary mushrooms to your famished tongue, the taste was nothing short of divine. Having filled your bellies, you happily continue your explorations. Nice. They heal. Alright, what can we do here? Tokuma, Yasen, Mokugiri, Hanayome, Lilitha. Show us your moves, you five. Oh, wow. 400 damage. Nice, Lily. Okay. Nice. As you explore the maze, you come across a door of a different design than you are grown accustomed to. The door is tightly sealed, but you can see a round depression in its center. Try to you might, however, you cannot get the door to open. That's a place we will visit some other time. Alright, now for these moths. So they actually block the way to your eggs. And to get through them, you need to initiate a random encounter, let a few turns pass, and they'll come right towards us. Those just putting in work. That's a lot of poison damage. Nice. So now the moths have moved from their positions, and now we can sneak by them. And get to the nest that way. After dodging attacks from the moth monsters, you finally arrive at what seems to be the innermost reaches. The walls here are covered with vibrantly colored eggs, putting your whole party on edge. These must be the eggs the client wants for his research. You summon the courage to pluck away one egg. In order to more quickly vacate this discomforting area, you swiftly remove one egg. Big moth egg. That is all you need to complete the request. The final step is to deliver the egg to the owner of the bar. Let's get to it. Oh, but first, as you explore in your skyship, you happen upon an enormous waterfall. Overwhelmed, you halt the ship. Keeping your request for an account in mind, you suspect the new source of the river is up ahead. That's enough of weed that we can't find just yet. Well, we'll get to him when we can. You suddenly realize you have come to the northeasternmost part of the river. A cool breeze brushes by your cheek. You look below to see crystal clear water gushing out. It is the source of a large river. Nice. This must be what the outlet can hope to see. Once you mark its location and report back to the Grand Court, the request will be fulfilled. We found the source. Hello, my friends. Did you find a river source? Won't you show me on your map where you found it? Are these the coordinates? Yes. Very good. I'll send my scouts at once to investigate those coordinates. Ah, this is excellent. Just the thing I expected from my trusted explorers. The river source was there indeed. With this new find, the soldiers and explorers who travel to the Scarlet Pillars will have guaranteed water. That will make things much more efficient for them. Thank you once more for your hard work, my friends. I have already informed the Dancing Peacock of your success. You may go and proudly claim your reward. Awesome. Mist Monster, Headwaters continued. Moth eggs, all clear. Welcome back. I am very glad to see that you are with us safely again. I was worried. But you seem to be taking it all in stride. Let me see this report. What? The fog monster was nothing but a natural phenomenon? And I was worried for nothing. It seems this dread was all simply fear of the unknown. Oh yes, the guildmaster mentioned one more reward he wants to give you directly at the guild. Awesome. Headwaters continued. From what the Outland Count told me, it sounds like you settled the matter expertly. But it is strange to think that the source of our water actually lies in the Scarlet Pillars. That means that while there, you can drink the same water that we do here. It is a sort of river bond. At any rate, here's your reward. I don't get it. Moth eggs! Welcome back. Did you find a moth egg? What is this? Why did you bring it here without covering it up? Well, I happen to have here an empty bottle, a cork, of sealing wax, and a steel lockbox with a metal chain. There, much better. Now, not even explosives could dislodge the contents. I enjoy helping others, but this kind of request is the only drawback. I hope the client picks this up soon. Fear the moth eggs. The worst of the worst. Ah, you're here. I heard you managed to do that job I asked for. Well, as promised, here's your other reward. Personal training from me. Now, come at me. There. Now you see my secret technique. You should be able to use more special skills in battle. 3 burst skills. Nice. Hey. Alright, we're gonna revisit another cave. Because there is an FOE here that we didn't fight last time. Oh. As you follow the path, you happen upon tremendous pools of blood at the corner and wince to yourself. Lying in the bloody pools are the sad corpses of the city soldiers, and not merely 1 or 2. The bodies are scattered at odd intervals, each one's face twisted in fear. You must panic. There are large hoof-shaped dents in their armor. We do not doubt that these mark the fatal blows. There must be far deadlier monsters lurking somewhere. You must be vigilant as you go. Well, let's summon it! So like last time, killing all the Fury Fawns here will summon the bigger one after defeating all the monster spawns. So yes, it will come into view, and it will immediately start to attack us. But this time we're prepared. So the Fury Horn, an FOE that inflicts panic. When under panic, you are unable to evade, and you may randomly attack a random enemy or your own party member. Best to get it out of the way first, before something bad does happen. Luckily, we have enough firepower to deal with the Fury Horn. So let's get to it. If you have a dancer with refresh walls, then the panic elements will be dissipated by the end of the turn. So, pretty helpful. And that's that for one FOE. And now we revisit another FOE. Another cave for this particular FOE. So this overgrown lizard, it inflicts poison via its tail. I'm not sure if it also inflicts poison with its mouth, but the tail, definitely. So your best bet is to inflict leg bind. For enemies with that use tails as an attack. If you bind its legs, it would also bind its tail attacks. But yeah, we got this. Just the leg bind and that's it. Granted, the FOE here is pretty tough. It's not going down that quickly. But really, the FOE aura is yellow. So the party is in like only at a decent level to take it on. But it works, so we can't really complain. And it's almost dead too, so that's great. There we go. Strong finish, Co. With the Count's letter in hand, you return to the vessel town, but you are not prepared for the sight that awaits you there. Wounded vessels are groaning on the ground, and everywhere there are signs of a struggle. What has happened? As you look around with heightened caution, a man approaches from further within. It seems to be Whirlwind. Ah, it's you, Welkin. I just got here a moment ago myself. A terrible thing, isn't it?
You killed them all.
Nah. Things must really be in chaos here if an outsider like me can wander in without anyone saying boo. There is dissembling in his tone, but you cannot read his true thoughts in his expression. Now brace yourself, because here's the really bad news. The medium's been kidnapped. It was the Hollow's boss that took her. I'm sure you've seen a small fry here and there before. Question is, what do we do? You've got your mission to uphold, so you can't just let it go. He looks around town again, seemingly troubled. Not far away is a familiar vessel. The Arcan is called Wufan. You can tell from here that she has lost her composure. She is lashing out at a group of vessels. What then? Are you saying they'll return a medium if we wait patiently? Don't be absurd. Have you forgotten how much we rely on the medium's guidance? Can you think of nothing by yourselves? I will not wait as the rest of you do nothing until the Elder Committee allows it. I am going. After her outburst, she turns back to the other vessels. Her eyes lock with yours for a moment before she turns away, as if ashamed, and rushes down the stairs. Yikes, I guess she wasn't around town when they hit. And the medium's biggest supporters were all hurt during the attack. They can't do anything to help. Still, going off alone is a pretty reckless thing to do. What she's going to try, Whirlwind mutters. He scratches his head and looks to your party. Nothing for it, I guess, but to go after her. You can come if you want, or not. Whatever you want, just be careful. He waves and disappears into the maze. Despite his nonchalant words, you cannot complete your mission without rescuing the medium. Once you're prepared, take the stairs to the lower depths. Below lies the nest of the inhuman hollows. Well, that's fantastic. Now we gotta explore this place even more. Well, hey, that's what we do. Talk? What we got here? At the Elders' meeting, we decided on our course of action. It's been so since long before the medium came. Since the medium is absent, I think it's logical to abide by the decisions made in the Elders' meeting. Wufan's too close to the medium. It is odd for a vessel to be so attached. Is this progress or regress? You tell me, buddy. She still hates us. And I do believe that is it for the first floor. Yeah. I thought there would be more people to talk to, but no, I was wrong. B to F. Endless paths in a maze. And here we get to fight the moths. I don't remember if this mod did anything else particularly, but it has mints as a skill. And I think it randomly hits the party members or it hits everyone. But either way, it deals a high amount of damage, so that's something to be careful with. Let's see if we can blind it. Oh, no spores, there we go. Thank goodness I have the refreshing walks. Nice work, Maria. Ah, Yami said. Oh no. Maybe to save it? Maybe not. Alright, well, we beat it. You sense some sort of presence in the room at the top. When you look around, you can see firefly-like lights floating in the air to the south. The fireflies will help you in your way. As you proceed through the forest of illusions, map in hand, you sense a presence past the thicket up ahead. You see a shadowy monster with its back turned to you. If there is anyone in your party skilled at ambushes or sniping, you could try attacking. We do not have anyone, so I'll have to come back here later. Yeah, we do not have anyone. For this to work out well, you will need either a sniper or a night seeker. We don't have any of those, so I'll have to revisit the area. You open the door onto a shocking sight. What greets you are the vestiges of a fierce battle. Unmoving hollow bodies are stacked toward the side of the room. A number of vessels, all injured, are also inside the room, but thankfully, there seem to be no casualties. Amongst the injured, you are surprised to see a familiar human face. Hey, looks like we're both okay, so to speak. Roman laughs. There were tons of hollows holed up in here until a moment ago. We just finished a big scrap with them. Wufan was in the thick of it too, but she's gone on ahead, where wind furrows his brow. It was the damnedest thing. It seemed like Wufan was talking to their boss. The way I heard it, hollows can only talk to other hollows. The other vessels seemed pretty surprised too. Long story short, she finished off that hollow with a spell, but she seemed plenty pale afterwards. What do you think it said to her? I'd love to know, but I gotta head back to town. Don't push yourself too hard now, okay? Rowan leaves the room, limping slightly. Talk? You meet a vessel who is searching for the medium. He is injured and seems to be resting. Wufan has gone on ahead by herself, he says. She has lost her head. While true that her spells have great effect against the hollows, one vessel still stands little chance. I understand that she is worried for the medium, but still. I wonder what she's up to. As you proceed through the thick mist of the forest, you hear a high-pitched chirping at a dead end. Looking toward the sound, you see a bird's nest in the trees. An adorably plump chick is warbling inside. After gazing at the chick for a while, your heart feels rested. Satisfied, you go back the way you came. Okay, just a baby chick. Nothing interesting there. Hear the chirping of the chick. As you journey through the mist-choked maze, you eventually reach the end of an open area. Oh? There you see a large leaf jutting out. A steady drip of water from above is pooling in it. If you wish to quench your thirst, this is a perfect opportunity, though there is only water enough for one. Who gets to drink it? Lilith raises the leaf, tips it, and gulps down the pooled water. Lilith's passion for the adventure is rekindled. Nice! The water continues to drip down onto the leaf. If you wait roughly a day, the leaf should be full again. So it's basically a makeshift tea. Alright, what happens here? Oh yeah, now I remember. Everyone's at level 19 right now, right? Ah, bunny. Oh, Maria leveled up. Since you have reached level 20, you have earned the rank of veteran. From here on, your level 20 characters will be able to learn veteran skills. So now Maria gets access to more skills. And once someone reaches level 40, they will get access to enlightenment skills. What was it? Was it enlightenment or was it something else? Subjugation request for a monster that appears on B2F of the Misty Ravine. Can I rely on you? I want you to subdue a spellcasting monster that has been seen in the southern part of B2F's center region. But the monster uses a strange spell which prevents all who have tried from approaching, let alone eliminating it. If you find a way to break this spell, you may have better luck than most. I shall await your swift return. Slime mode of the gods. Shining slime mode is used in all kinds of medicines and has been seen in Scarlet Pillars. Find me a glowing tree. That one's for the county, you know. He wants you to find a glowing tree. Is there such a thing? Well, you can ask the Count himself for the details at the Grand Court. I shall await your swift return. Well, let's go talk to him. Oh, wait. Where are we going? Oh, there we go. I've been waiting for you, my friends. So you were the ones who took the request. I had a feeling you would. Now then, about this glowing tree. The rumor among you explorers is that it's been seen in the Scarlet Pillars. Though I'm reasonably confident that the true reason for the glow is shining slime mode. It attaches itself to a tree and gives off a natural white light. I wonder if it has any medicinal use. I want you to find a glowing tree. Of course, we will collect and perform research upon the mode. Reports say it is to the northwest on first entering the Scarlet Pillars. Now go forth, Fort Darcis. So we pretty much already have the location now. We just need to pick one that has an unusual light. Please point out the location of this glowing tree at once. So it needs to be the white light. That's where I shall send my scouts. Splendid news, my friends. The scouts did indeed find a shiny slime mode with a white glow. And sure enough, it's doing wonders for medicine in Tarsus. I should form a dedicated team to harvest it. Thank you once more for all your hard work. The reward is waiting for you already at the Dancing Peacock. Nice. I heard about your island. That tonic made from the Shining Slime mode will be available for free at the clinic. The Count truly puts his city first. Not many governors are as benevolent as he is. He is quite exceptional. So many heads of state oppress the people and take advantage of them. And when he brings a request for the explorers to this establishment, it is with their interests at heart. To that, I think he would say, that this is the duty of one who holds the power and purse strings, my friends. I wish we had more people like him as well. It would make this world easier. Alright, now for this so-called illusionist. While exploring the Mist Verdance, you spot the monster at the path's end and quickly ready your weapons. At the bar, you were told that the monster you seek to slay uses some sort of strange spell. This monster with a sneering glare must be your target. In order to fulfill the request, you must challenge a monster while not running afoul of its spell. So if you were to challenge it, like this, its eyes begin to gleam with an eerie light. As you stare into those eyes, you momentarily lose all sense of direction. It seems you were caught up in the enemy spell. To fulfill the request, you must regroup and try again. So you must fight it while you aren't staring at it. As we will see here. Monster is still standing before you. If you would engage the monster in combat, you must approach it without looking into its eerily glowing eyes. So just do this. You ready your weapons and prepare to charge without looking into the monster's eyes. And this is the end of Raging Winds. This is the BGM that we played earlier. Dark Rovers here. Unfortunately, like I said, there's really not much else about this battle. It still feels like a normal encounter no matter what you do, so to that end, it still feels like a normal encounter. The music does not fit very well in this situation, so see what I mean? Well, that was boring. After you have confirmed your kill, you sheath your weapons and breathe a sense of relief. It appears the method you improvised to avoid monsters' eyes was a viable one. The thing will no longer obstruct aimless explorations. You should go and report your success at the bar. Had a chick? After defeating the monster, you go a ways down the path and notice a chick with an injured leg. It seems to have fallen out of its nest. It shows signs of having been treating and should recover soon. In the hopes that no predators approach it, you place the chick back in its nest. Yeah! Baby chick is safe. Let's report. I heard the details from some of my other Explorer patrons. Excellent work. Your skill is top-notch. I can only imagine a monster's bafflement to see you running backwards toward it. But that is the sort of flexible thinking prized in explorers. Or maybe only in the Welkin Guild. Yeah, we totally thought of it. Yes, we're geniuses. And now for this ambush. As you proceed through the forest of illusions, a map in hand. Oh, yeah, okay. Attack the monster. Who will attack? Yasin peers into a thicket to prepare an ambush, but Nick cries out for the party to look behind him. You quickly turn around and see that a horde of monsters has surrounded you. It seems the shadow of the thicket was a ruse formed by the spell. Luckily, the monsters panic to see you penetrate the ruse, and you catch them off guard as you enter battle. Preemptive. Awesome. Yasin detected them before they got us. Alright, we did it. So much for that ambush, huh? Thanks to your ally versed in assessing nearby presences, you handily deal with the crisis. You thank your guildmate for their meritorious deeds and resume your walk down the forest path. Meritorious. Yeah. Now we shall visit a specific area. As you soar over a lake on the Albior, you furrow your brow at the strange cries echoing from below. Looking down, you realize that the cries aren't into the shallow part of the lake, but clusters of giant frogs. It's a rather revolting sight, but a great discovery. Your keen hearing has led to the discovery of a new cave. Noisy Marsh. The waterside where frogs sing. Unfortunately, as we quickly realized with the red aura, the frog is not friendly. It also moves diagonally, so that's one thing to be careful. But we're just gonna escape this place when we can. Just another reason why you should avoid FOEs with the red aura. Wait, what am I doing here? Okay. So here's a trick that I apparently decided to show off. So whenever you score a preemptive attack, you will always be able to escape on the first turn. Now, when you have all your allies attack first, and then let the last party member escape, the escape is always guaranteed, and the party members will keep on attacking, but it will not exactly diminish the FOE's HP. More like but like the purpose of all this is to raise the burst gauge. And since no time passes in the first turn, it kind of helps if you want to replenish your burst gauge, but I wouldn't say it's that useful. Well, it is useful in the sense that if you have the time for it, to like spend it all on just getting the burst gauge up, but like I said, I wouldn't suggest it. Is it dying yet? No, it's not. So Sako's dead. Great. Fantastic. And Narumi's dead with that 150 damage that killed him. So that would be a good time to make a full retreat, yeah? Yeah, there's no fighting these guys until later on. As you enter the inn to rest your weary bodies, a knight in armor passes before you. When your eyes meet, the knight smiles elegantly and turns to face you. It's Kiryonen of the Holy Rune Knights. How do you do? I've heard of the many labyrinths you discovered in the Scarlet Pillars. Each time it helps me to focus, to remind me that I still have much to learn as an explorer. I hope to someday follow your example in terms of boldness and vitality, perhaps even lend you my strength. I'm glad that we can speak in this way. I have enjoyed this skill, Welkin. May we meet next time in the skies. Yeah. Hiyori and Hanayome had been busy trying to sort out the dog girl's belongings in her room. Hiyori didn't bring a lot for her trip, but her room was soon filled with many Tarsus souvenirs, taking up the space she was given. The mess in her room was the result, and Hana had chosen to use her time to help with the cleaning and searching. Hiyori felt guilty to that, but decided to take her help for the time being. The search dug through general equipment and care products, posters to idolized warriors, and mascot plushies. In their speedy search, Hana could have sworn she threw away a naughty-shaped sphere without glancing back. Eventually, they come across a gift given to Hiyori earlier. The puppy girl jumps in glee and thanks Hana profusely for her help so far. The mantis girl takes her thanks before noticing that there is a switch on the gift box. Suddenly curious about why there would be a switch, Hiyori decides to turn it on. And when she does... Oh. Yasa and Kusariko immediately race to Hiyori's room with breakneck speed upon hearing an explosion. And when they get there... Oh! At the center of Hiyori's room is a large pile of various plushies, from real and mythical creatures to stylishly dressed people. But there is not a sign of either Hiyori or anyone else until... Oh hey, there they are. Popping out from the pile are two girls looking ragged and confused, but somewhat comfortable. And Yasen realizes what this is all about. A prank he and Kusariko made to surprise and tease Hiyori by gifting her so many dolls. Kusariko remembers as well, and giggles for a moment at seeing Hiyori in what she describes as the most comfortable spot ever. Hiyori in turn screams exasperatedly at them for a prank she didn't really want, scaring the ninja and the living doll a little. Hana can only groan, wondering what did she do to deserve this. Explosion of plushies. It isn't long until all four manage to clean up the plush store from a harmless prank, as everyone is satisfied for their own reasons. With the prank over, Hiyori decides to take her time and see the plush toys she was giving as the real gifts. Everyone else watches her having fun rearranging with no more worries in the world for now. And everyone is happy. Missing person. My brother went to the lake northwest of the Scarlet Plains and hasn't returned. Can someone with a skyship search for him? You'll accept this request? He comes from a civilian. A missing person search, it seems. A few days pass, the soldier exploring the lake at the Scarlet Pillars fails to come home. That is why the client needs an explorer with a skyship to help. Well, I wait for your swift return. Forgive me, but you do know what it means to go missing outside the walls of Tarsus, yes? Tarsus soldiers can be identified by the badges around their collars. At least bring that back. Well, let's find out if he is a labyrinth. Oh, skip the text. Well, okay, never mind. You set foot into the hidden cave you visited earlier. This is the only place left a missing person could have gone. You take a few cautious steps inside. As you walk through the forest, your ears ringing with the croaking of frogs, you discover a small marsh. The crayfish in the muddy waters. If you want, you may try catch a crayfish, but you're not sure you can spare the time. Maybe? Narumi sticks a hand into the water to catch a crayfish, but then gives a surprised yelp. Oh, this is an angry crayfish. See, Narumi's finger is swollen and bleeding. This crayfish may not be so helpless. Oh no, he lost HP. Angry crayfish. Crayfish stares at you with cold eyes. Well, hey, if we're gonna try to catch this crayfish, we're gonna need fitting music. See a fine, robust specimen of crayfish in a small marsh here. You may attempt to catch it if you like. Catch a crayfish? Moku? She sticks a hand into the water, but then gives a surprise yelp. These crayfish may not be so helpless. Crayfish stares at you with cold, taunting eyes. Who else? Rice! Oh no, Rice too! He couldn't catch it either. Anna? Anna only makes a try for the crayfish, but the devilishly clever arthropod darts out of reach. Naomi fails to catch a crayfish. He is mocking at you from under the mud. Jeez. Usako makes a try for the crayfish, but that darts out of reach. Usako fails to catch it. Oh man. Who else? Who can catch it? Anna? Hana thrusts a hand into the marsh with one smooth, swift motion. Is this it? You cross your fingers as you await the result. Hanayomi raises a hand in triumph, a hand that clutches a crayfish. The seemingly never-ending battle has finally ended, with cheers and applause from the entire party. Awesome! At last, at long last, you have caught the bedeviling crayfish of the marsh. Nice work, Hana. After exulting in your victory, you calm down and consider what you have accomplished. You stare at the crayfish, unable to now remember why you have wanted it to begin with. You come to your senses and toss it back into the marsh with disgust before leaving briskly. All that hard work. All the HP losses just for that. During your search for the missing soldier, you hear a faint scream amidst a loud croaking. There's someone on the other side. If that voice was a missing soldier, you haven't a moment to lose. You see a fallen soldier and quickly rush to his aid. Are you explorers? Thank goodness I'm saved. I messed up while piloting my skyship and fell out of the gondola straight into its labyrinth. I wandered around, not knowing left from right, and found myself here. I was scared no one would come. After hearing his harrowing tale, you cheer up the soldier and treat his wounds before taking him back. Alright, you return to the city carrying the injured soldier on a litter, when a familiar face approaches. Oh dearie me, those awful wounds! This is the missing soldier everyone's been buzzing about at the bar, Thank heavens, his condition doesn't look critical thanks to your aid. Let's get him to the clinic. Why don't you go tell the client that he's back safe while I go do that, You hear shouts from a group of soldiers who help Dala carry the wounded man away. He seems to be in good hands with her. Their quick action has saved the slave. The quest is complete. Nice. Let's report it. Welcome back. I've heard the joyous tidings. They say the soldier was successfully rescued. We do not get many requests of this kind, but when we do, it is rarely a living person who is brought back. When I saw the nature of the request, I said to myself another one, and I'd given up on the spot. It seems that when one does this sort of work for long enough, one becomes deadened to its effects. But thanks to you, I was reminded of the work's importance. I am in your debt, Welkin Guild. Thank you. Okay. And now we make it to the 3rd floor. B3F. After countless obstacles, you proceed with your search of the misty ravine. Upon reaching B3F, you are greeted with the smell of blood. You move forward cautiously. Ahead is a vessel woman you know well. It is Wufan who has struck out alone to save the medium. She is seated, meditating on the ground. The wounds on her body seem fresh, and you assume that she must have seen her share of combats en route. As you approach her, she slowly opens her eyes to gaze at you quietly. I have something for you. It's from the medium. Take it. With this, she hands you an old book. Another skill. A hollow on the floor above said that I cannot be trusted with the medium, that I cannot protect her. Must have been one of her tricks, but the words cut to my heart nonetheless. I must confess. I was dimly aware of it myself. As such, I have been contemplating the factors that led to this crisis. I asked myself, why could I not stay calm when you were concerned? The answer was obvious. I envied you. Wufan confesses the dark thoughts she had harbored from seeing the medium respond better to you than her mentor. Wufan fears that she pushed her girl harder than she ought to act as a proper medium, hurting her feelings. The medium's resulting emotional distress must have drawn the hollow from their underground dwelling. Wufan looks to you with a pained expression. You may think it opportunistic of me, but I have a favor to ask of you. In return, I will help you however I can once this is over. For that, will you go rescue the medium? And once she is safe, take her with you. She can never be truly happy with us. The medium will no longer smile upon me. I have lost her trust. My voice will not be heard now. Wufan hangs her head. Her previous arrogance is gone entirely, and her slumped shoulders look very small. Extend your hand. Wufan gasps quietly. Are you asking for me to come with you? She frowns. But her hesitation only lasts for a moment before the fire returns to her eyes, and she stands, staff in hand. As you wish. I will do my best to aid you, Welkin. Wufan joins your party as a guest. So for guest party members, they will only be available in certain floors, as we go around exploring the areas. They do not get any experience points, much like the members from the other guilds who we helped out. And for Wufan, she will only be available in this floor. She could have had better stats, but we're like level 17, jeez. Alright, what's happening here? Heavy Stamp does a lot of damage. And it hits pretty much everyone. Your best bet is to inflict it with a blind, or bind its legs. I think it also uses a head skill as an attack. So that's something to watch out for as well. Oh, that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. Should be over soon. Well, actually, I did forget to mention about the other gimmick in this place. So the Moe here It actually chases you around, but only in a specific pathway. Only in a specific hallway. So it chases you like left and right, but it never goes up or down. As you walk the misty past, your task is saving your medium mind. You see a vessel standing before a pillar. The vessel turns its head toward you. He stares at you without a word, his eyes cloudy. Could he have some business with you? That is an ambush. You sense something suspicious about this vessel and quickly pass by, careful not to turn your back. That is an ambush. An ambush against you. Just don't bother. It's a hollow pretending to be a vessel. Part with Wufan at the exit from BTF of the Mist Ravine. Yeah, so Wufan will not follow you anywhere. She'll only be available on that floor. You sense a sort of presence in the room and stop. May only be your imagination, but it looks like the lights have a special interest in Wufan. Lights eventually vanish, but something seems odd about her. Those lights, the medium can't have, can she? Wufan mutters to herself, lost in thoughts. You ask her if she has some idea of what the lights were, but she brushes you off. You continue your search. You sense a revolting presence lurking from the door in front of you. The hollow that kidnapped the medium must be inside. You check with the rest of your party to ensure that you're ready before opening the door to face the fiend. I don't think we're going to fight it just yet. No, we got some requests to take care of. Atelier request 3. A lance shard. She wants you to gather materials for a Balak knife. Wait, why did I skip ahead? Oh, well, okay, whatever. Another request successfully completed, I see. I thank you for your hard work. If you are not aware, the girl Wynn has come to greatly rely on your Welkin guild. Just as I do, of course. Your guild is becoming one of the cornerstones of the city. Here's your reward. There's no need to hesitate. Go on and accept it. Is that it? Oh no, now we're about to fight a frog. Froggy. They should not die as easily this time. The party should not die as easily this time. But gotta stay vigilant. Okay. Heal. That stomp's not gonna mean much. That stomp's not gonna mean much. Alright. Now we are making progress. Oh yeah, since Yami the Landsneck is at level 22, he learns Improved Link. which further increases Link abilities. So, when Elastic lands a Link attack, normally the Link attack only has one element in effect, and then when someone lands a hit, it only does one hit. The element does only one hit, but with improved Link, it's able to add additional hits. Here we are. When you open the door, you find that it leads to a hall that stretches to the east. An indescribable presence fills the room, causing you to break out into a cold sweat. You step into the room for the sake of the medium. In the far reaches of the room, an enormous hollow is swaying to and fro. Around it, small firefly-like orbs of light flicker. This hall is easily thrice the size of any you have seen up to this point. At least to your relief, you can see the medium at its feet. She seems to be lying unconscious on the ground. The giant hollow is humming a wordless tune, same as the one the medium sung before. It sounds like a lullaby. When the hollow notices your presence, it closes its mouth and narrows its eyes at you. The enormous hollow silently moves between you and the medium. Chuan! Yifan cries out a single word in a sharp voice before running toward the hollow. It must be the medium's name. You draw your own weapons and hurry so as to not fall behind. It is time to put an end to this vile thing. Let's go. Hollow Queen has appeared. So, the Hollow Queen. Along with the fact that they're hollow with their annoying evasion abilities to close range melee. They also deal some pretty heavy damage with their elements. I think they also have like some status effects that some elements that lower your evasion to 0. So that's something to watch out for as well. What else do I do in here? Well, Yori's putting in a lot of work. That's nice. Oh, Hana too. I think another thing I should add is that it's easier to inflict more to inflict status weakening effects to the enemies. Compared to buffing yourself. The reason for this is because you're more likely going to want to add the important buffs to yourself, but if you add too many of them, then some of them will be cancelled out. You can only have 3 status improvements at a time. Yeah, that's a leg bind. May want to do something about that. Come on, we're almost in. Oh, it panics too, yeah. That's another worry. Oh, paralysis. Nice. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we got this. Awesome. You already saved the day. Nice work, everyone. And that is the end of the maze monster. The giant hollow shrieks before dissipating in front of you. At the same time, the medium regains consciousness and looks up. She does not seem to be hurt. Shuan, oh thank goodness you're safe. I'm so glad. Wufan rushes to the medium faster than any of your party can and pulls her up from the ground. Members of Welkin, thank you. I feel as if I've been trapped in a dream. It's a strange feeling. The medium then looks to Wufan and continues shyly. I saw everything while I was asleep. How you were fighting and how you got hurt. I'm sorry I worried you so. I really like you, Wufan. I'll be sure to be more open henceforth. I hope you'll stay by my side. Aww. Wufan opens her mouth to respond, but simply smiles instead before embracing the medium. The medium returns the hug, though her small stature makes it seem that she is hugging Wufan's waist. Once things are more settled, we decide the time is right to mention the Count's letter to the medium. The outlet Count? I'd rather speak to him directly than communicate through the letters. Is that alright with you, Wufan? The Arcanist waiting on her nearby words. Nods. The decision is made. You'll be escorting the medium and Wufan to Tarsus. For now, they will wait for you on board the Albior. You take a leisurely look around the hall and notice a familiar-seeming stone tablet further in. Enshrined in what looks to... is a stone tablet. Oh, yep, that's a stone tablet. You carefully remove the tablets and decide to bring it back with you. Second tablet. We did it! Interesting. Thank you for that detailed account. It sounds as though you have accomplished a difficult task. And the results speak for themselves. Believe me when I say Tarsus is proud to have explorers with your caliber. As for you, medium to the vessels, welcome to the human city of Tarsus. Let it be your home away from home. We have no records of it ourselves, but I am given to understand things were rocky between us in the past. I promise you I do not intend to overlook this. We must investigate it to face the truth of what happened. Once we know, perhaps then we can begin mending fences. The conversation between the Count and the medium continues. Wufan, who is left with nothing to do during the proceedings, speaks to you. I am grateful for what you did for us, Welkin. I would like to give you something in return. It's a staff used in training when Arcanists learn the basics of spellcasting. Think of it as a note I swear to you. Beginning now, our Arcanists are at your command should you need them. We will not refuse your call. This deep forest lore is used in our training. I called a Master Arcanist to the Tarsus bar. Ask him about it. Obtain Circle Staff. Obtain Deep Forest lore. Arcanists can now be registered at the Explorers Guild. You don't have to hide it, Wufan. Deep down you want to help Welkin too, don't you? I know that you and all the vessels are concerned for my well-being, but I'm in good hands. A moment please, Welkin. I told the Outland Count already, but I want you to hear Yggdrasil's words. The looted darkness from the sky, lusting for power made manifest, yearns for my body. What does this mean? It sounds as if someone with malign intent is drawing closer to Yggdrasil even as we speak. Yggdrasil is afraid. Whoever it is seeks the core of Yggdrasil and is trying to warp its power for their own ends. Yggdrasil must be protected. Please, Welkin, I believe that we must work together to achieve this. Narumi! Hey! You're here! You actually caught the tail end of this place. But you did pretty well. You did pretty well all throughout. Everything's going well. Things have finally calmed down. Last week was pretty hectic, but things have gotten better. Fortunately, this is, like I said, the tail end of the stream. We just finished the second labyrinth. It's a game where VTubers are your party members. Yes, indeed. we just finished part 2 right now. After finishing the task of bringing the medium and the outline count together, you rest in the square. Whirlwind is here as well, looking directly at you. It seems he was waiting for you to come out of the Grand Court. Looks like you set off something big. Even though you were just honoring a request, that was awful kind of you. I don't know if I'd have gone through all that trouble for the vessels if it was me they picked a fight with. Seriously, you're too soft. I worry about you guys. Keep it up and you'll get burned in the end. Trust someone too much and you're just asking to get betrayed. Having finished speaking his mind, Whirlwind turns to walk towards the Spit City gates. And we are done. We have completed the second land. And that is it. Oh wow, I did not prepare for that. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming here. I shall prepare a raid, I guess. Who can I raid at a time like this? It's 12 a.m. over here, so. Oh. Yeah, thanks, Narumi. Well, whenever you want to. I should be able to stream next Saturday this game again, hopefully in the same hours as before. Assuming nothing else happens, of course. Okay. I shall take all of us to Hayabusa Sanamoe. Thank you all for watching, and please take a look at these credits that I have prepared. It's incomplete. I made it in a rush, but see you later, everyone.